It just had me sideways the whole time, wasn't it?
Yeah, do
Fair
it.
enough.
Cheeky fuck.
Okay.
There you go, landscape.
Yeah, real quick.
You go landscape real quick.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to
Oh, there
episode
you go.
17 of 20s for Days, where 6 dickheads get together and play some futuristic RPGs. I'm Addy, your games master for this evening, and with us, we'll just go straight, worst case scenarios we normally do. Rob?
Hey, I'm Rob. I'll be playing Dante today. I'll figure the shit out as we go.
Rana?
Hi, I'm Rana, playing Relay. Holy shit, I survived.
Jay?
Hi, I'm Jay, and I will be playing Version, and I am the best wheelman you've never seen.
Jake?
Yeah, Dr. Angus.
Yeah, boy.
Playing in landscape today, and loving it.
Good way to be. Good way to be. And Nathan.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I will be playing our glorious hero and sharpshooter of the group, Jinrai, and I am also in landscape, the gloriousness that we all love.
We do. Where we last left off, the group had quite an exciting moment in their life as they were momentarily in a highway chase for all of a couple of 100 metres before Version hooked a power U-turn handbrakey and decided that the best case scenario would be to drive head on into one of two buggies that they had seen tailing them after an explosion. Before pulling this manoeuvre, they had discovered that a drone was flying parallel to them on the highway that had blown up the car in front of them, the van in front of them. And just as Jinrai had what could be described as a perfect shot, Version then hook-turned it and removed the line of sight, but that still didn't mean that he wasn't able to think around and find another way. It disappeared momentarily as Version masterfully played chicken, and the driver of the other buggy unfortunately tried to chicken. He just didn't move in time and ended up on the front of Version's van.
So I won.
Definitely won. All it did was slightly slow down the van eventually, but it completely made mincemeat cactus of the driver. In the meantime, the other buggy was trying to chase him back, and Jin got a critical shot, blowing out one of the tyres and sending the car into a flip, killing both the driver and the passenger on impact. As the van was sort of starting to slow down because this buggy was wedged on the front, the drone reappeared at the back and proceeded to fire into the open back of the van where the eel had stepped up with a shield, protecting himself, but Angus and Jin were ducking and weaving and throwing shapes to avoid the bullet fire. Shortly after that was when Dante and Relay appeared on the scene. Dante, thinking quick on his wheels, attempted to throw the eel's backpack into one of the rotor blades of the drone, but unfortunately just missed as the eel watched his personal possessions go sailing off over the highway, where Relay had a moment, an uncharacteristic moment, where self-preservation meant to go on the offensive, proceeded to rev her scooter up as fast as it could possibly go, while steering it onto the buggy on top of the van while it was shaking like a son of a bitch from speed wobbles, and launched her scooter into the drone, which actually took it out. And then laying to rest on top of the van, trying to catch her breath. They all thought that crisis had been averted when the passenger of the first buggy that was wedged on the van managed to crawl out of the wreck and shot Version twice in the chest. Before Angus, before Angus stepped up and attempted to execute the man at point blank range. Expertly. Now, I did mean to go back and double check it. I'm pretty sure I remember what happened. Nathan, did you happen to watch that bit?
Hang on. Thank you. Sorry, what was the last bit?
Angus's last shot at the point blank man that shot Version.
Oh,
No, he missed, didn't he? So,
Yeah, we were hoping for
Hey.
something a bit dramatic there. Angus running on
swear I hit
his
something.
current trend of not hitting whatever's directly in front of him.
Pretty sure there was a holy shit moment there.
but
He did
I-
hit something.
I hit something.
Yeah, you hit something.
Or was it someone? It was definitely someone.
No, but a shot actually, impacted an object or
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the
person.
van's roof.
There was a shot,
Something
events transpired, and something got hit.
eventually.
and the
something got hit.
intentional target, I think. Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Actually, maybe it was because I've got damage there. I think that was Angus's first actual shot. Yeah, there you go. Well, we take it all back. I think that was Angus's first actual connection. Killing the guy, pulling Angus out into the back of the van, and then proceeding to work with his agent Boy on downloading the current BooTube videos on emergency combat medical procedures and stabilizing Version.
With
Um,
a pair of chopsticks.
with a pair of
and-
chopsticks
A jet lighter.
and a cigar lighter.
Oh,
He
no,
managed to
he's
pull the
soldering iron
bullets
in it,
out.
so-
Soldering iron.
And then after that, it was a matter of contacting Javier to politely ask for another pickup. And he sent another van over where you all got in and are now on your way to Javier's warehouse.
Yep.
All a little shaken as the adrenaline's starting to wear off. And, you get the little trembles because the body's recovering.
If I hadn't been noticed, I'd like to continue. I know, but I'm not worried about that because
New sunglasses on.
Yeah, I have my sunnies on. But the eel was in the back of the van, wasn't he? So he wouldn't have seen through the front mirror. I mean, the front windscreen.
He's my new best friend.
Well, he's got eyes, like he can see through.
Yeah.
What are you asking?
Basically, if I felt I hadn't been noticed, I would, by the eel, specifically calling me out, I'd be happy to continue just following after.
On my
foot.
bike.
If
I'm
not,
with you.
I would bluff
Well,
the shit out and say I was a random.
All right, let's
victim of this
just
accident.
take it back a second then. Before Javier's van arrives, you've made the call though. He's aware and he's on his way. He said it wasn't going to be too long. So there's a whole heap of honks as these cars are people are yelling at you as they've got to go around now because there's the burning wreckage of a scooter and a drone. Dante's sort of close to the drone. He's sort of like just giving it an eye over, making sure that it's actually not working. The van is at a complete stop now, as Version has been pulled into the back of it, where Angus has momentarily patched him up with literally whatever cloth he could rip off a Version to make bandages. Not listening to the advice of Boy suggesting a neck tourniquet, but actual medical procedures. The eel had returned Jin's pistol to him, and he's just sort of sitting there, sort of taking a moment to sort of just re-zen himself. But yeah, there's a smoking, smouldering heap of a Jeep on the front of the Jeep. Jin, Angus, you do remember hearing the loud thud on top of the roof and seeing a scooter go flying into the drone.
I got told by my Version yelled out to catch.
He did too. He did too.
And I was just like, because I was busy blowing up cars and stuff, and he's just like turned around and yelled out, "Jen, get ready to catch relay." I'm like,
Yeah.
Hey.
Where? What?
He did. Very, very good point. Very good point.
Yeah, that's a point.
So they could assume she was in the blast, or assume she's somewhere else.
Well, as it is, I'm just laying prone on the roof, just going, I'm going to stay very, very still, and maybe everyone will leave.
Why did I do that?
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Pressured all of a sudden.
Preferably slide off the edge of the van and limp away.
All right, make a stealth check.
Here it is. Don't fuck up.
Yeah, this is where I'm going to feck up. I mean, I highly expect it to happen because then that works actually pretty well, but...
Damn.
God damn. Some,
just leave.
Good rolling.
Everybody can make a perception test, I guess, and you want to beat whatever our stealth was. I haven't looked yet.
It's 20.
But for what have I done?
Goddamn, Angus.
But for the sake of it, Dante, I mean, you're not immediately by the van. You're back on the road a bit. And as you glance around, you could see Relay resting on the top. Like, you knew she was there because you kind of saw it all happen. So up to you entirely whether you were paying attention enough to notice her, or...
I think we've been travelling with Relay long enough to know that she likes to keep hidden. So if everyone does get picked up and I'm on the bike still, I'll hang back for a sec.
Yeah,
See where she's at.
Refresh. Yeah, well, like I said, entirely
Pretty
up to you whether
Relay.
you spot her slink away, or whether you're too busy on...
I'm just checking to see if she's in the blast for now, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that too, you were sort of aware of what was going on. God damn it, sorry, my thing just had a poo. So what did you roll? 21, 20. All right, yep. So, Jin, you are sort of like looking over at Version, just keeping eyes open. But yeah, Angus, you swear you just sort of heard where you felt like a slight shift in the movement of the car, and then just heard like something, and then...
Boy,
Yes, sir.
send a message to Relay.
Of course. What would you like the message to say?
Relay, it's Angus.
Every time.
That was
Go
a
on,
sick jump
sir.
with your bike just then. By the by, where are you going? Sincerely, Angus. Scratch that, Dr. Angus.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Relay, you
Check my messages.
Yep, there's a message from a Angus saying, "It's Angus. Sick jump on your bike back there. Where are you slinking off to? Sincerely, Angus. Scratch that, Dr. Angus."
Yeah.
I just send back, when the hell did you get a medical license?
Sir, you have a return message from Miss Relay.
Well, do tell. What does it say?
It reads, "When the hell did you get a medical license?" That seems quite an affirmative tone for such a young lady.
It does. Well, let's send her a reply back.
Of course, sir.
Limping
Really?
faster.
Fuck thanks.
Please. Sincerely, Angus. Scratch that, Dr. Angus.
Of course, sir. And sure enough, you've got another return message that says, "Relay, please, full stop. Sincerely, Angus." Scratch that, Dr. Angus.
I leave him on red.
Yep.
Keep going.
You sort of just start hopping off onto the highway.
Send a quick message to Dante to take a souvenir from my bike.
Which you get, Dante.
In
I'll
memory
search
of
for
the best
a nice
scooter.
souvenir.
Maybe the speedometer. Showing all of 32 k's an hour.
What was that for? Sorry, Dante?
I'll just find a suitable souvenir.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look, you can take whatever you like. There's, it's all most of it's wreck. But yeah, you can pull off anything.
Get something that's got part of a bumper sticker on it or something.
Yeah, yep.
There's a lot of duct
like
tape.
a little fender bar. God damn it.
It's all bubbling up.
I better replenish my medical supplies. I'm gonna search the. We've stopped the car. We're out now, aren't we?
Yeah, the van had sort of pulled to a halt anyway.
Something about the buggy in the front windscreen might be why it's halted.
Oh, we were driving for a while with it in front, weren't we?
Yeah. It was just like
I'd expect.
It wasn't that the van couldn't tow it. It was just that it was a wreck wedged on the front, so it was just inevitable. Like it was like having a prong attached to it, because the buggy had kind of like version had just ploughed into it and it crumpled.
I'm gonna search the body of the driver and.
Yep.
All
right.
Make a buggy.
Yeah, make a perception check as you start to dig through the buggy.
19.
Oh yeah, piss. So on the driver and the passenger, it's kind of like he's sort of half out of the wreck. He was now he's laying across the top. So you find a submachine gun, two medium pistols.
Yeah.
Their clothes and what they're wearing doesn't look the best, especially the driver. He's got like a few quite large tears through his clothes, as like he's taken shrapnel injuries. The passenger's not too bad, but it's definitely not your style.
I turn my nose up at it.
Yep, that's fair. Digging through their pockets, you do find like wallets.
Yep.
So one on each. Other than that, nothing major. No, actually, you'd probably find like say 4 extra clips for the submachine gun and 4 for the pistols.
Cool. Anything in the wallets?
Yep. So you open up the wallets, and they both have IDs on them. Naturally, in the moment, I have not even thought of that. And between you find access to like their bank cards.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. I'll take all of it.
Yep.
Except for the clothes.
Yep.
Don't need that.
Glad you decided to leave the clothes on the dead men.
I don't
Correct.
tell no tales. Nathan, did you say you want to do something with the eel?
Oh, I was just basically bro fisting with him after I asked him to call the eel. Call Legate, sorry.
Yep. He gives you a little.
Good fighting, man. That was sick. We'd make a good team, you know.
Again, in the interest of self-preservation, needs must. Good job on shooting the things.
Yeah. Yeah, I did do good. And you
You
did
did.
good with the shielding with the arm thing.
Merci.
That was badass.
Yeah, this arm is a good arm. It has saved my life more times than I can count.
Well, saved mine once, so that's. I know I can count to one.
That's
Saved me once.
magnificent. I shall put it on the tally, eh? Ha ha ha!
Yeah, call Legate, please. We need to pick up.
Already have the
Excellent.
the gentleman should not be too far off.
Shall we move
give it
off the
10 minutes or
highway
so.
and
I mean, probably not a bad idea in the grand scheme of things. There is a
hey guys,
smoking vehicle that could possibly catch on fire any minute now.
yeah, guys, let's make like a tree and get the fuck out of here. Come on, let's go.
What about Monsieur Verjon that's having a little sleepy sleep?
Oh yeah. I'll put him over my shoulder.
Yep.
Whoa. Unless you want to carry him. Like,
No,
I mean,
I
it'd be
shall.
funny when he comes to and you've got him in your arms. I mean,
It would be very funny, but no, I take a pass on that one. I'm afraid I might catch something.
yeah, no
Yep.
worries. I completely understand. All right, over there and that, yeah, over there, yeah.
But I do have something that might bring him back around.
Oh yeah, what's that?
You used to call it smelling salts.
Oh yeah, what do we call it now?
Ammonia? It is usually
All
what
right.
the chemical component for it is. And he sort of like...
Hang on. Before you do that, hang on. All right, so version tends to sort of like come out of it and like start questioning things, and I just want to get off the road. Let's get off the road first, and then you can.
Oh, of
question
course,
things
of
over
course,
there.
of course,
Yeah,
of course.
let's
I
not do
was
it here.
going to
Let's-
give it to you. I don't want to be near him. He seems
All
to
right,
be a
yeah,
bit
I'll take-
stabby. And that is okay. I just don't want to be within arm's reach. And he hands you like a little damn it, now I can't remember what it's called. It's like a little stick, and you just
Yep.
crack the stick in
Incense?
half. No, it's not incense. It's like a capulae. But yeah, you crack the stick in half, put it under his nose, and yeah, a moment later, like Version sort of snaps his eyes open. He's a bit groggy, but your body aches. You know, you now remember that you have like a flesh wound on your thigh where one bullet went in. You now feel like the 4 or 5 bullet wounds that you've received in your torso in the last week and a bit. There's a few grazes and cuts and stabs, and you remember all of them all of a sudden. In between, just feeling awake.
Shit.
I set him down as he's doing that.
Is that Angus just standing there in front of him?
I lean down and I'm like, "Hey man, that was badass. But you ever nearly get me killed like that again, I'm a pop you. That was fucking, it's too reckless. All right." Got it?
Not
I like
really.
your version. You're a badass mother. And I like style. But you literally nearly got us all killed. Chill. Alright? We could have gone the other way. I had a perfect shot on that gyro.
Where was the communication? I didn't know
Well,
that.
you tell me where the communication was. Hey, I'm gonna do a Yui. Hey.
Touche.
Alright, glad we got that sorted. Fist bump.
Yeah.
Done.
I believe that is usually my word. That is okay.
And I look over at the eel, and I'm just like, just so you know, I heard everything you said.
Which part? Remind me of the bit that you heard.
So
Sorry,
you said you were gonna catch something.
no,
I
not
wouldn't want
following
you
you.
holding on to me anyway.
What language are you speaking there? You can't make it out. All I kind of heard was a blah blah blah.
Sorry. Let me just use my my electric interpreter here.
Oh, do you see what's over the railings there? Oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that interesting?
Oh,
What?
yeah,
I missed
there
that.
it
What
is.
was that?
That's,
No,
yeah,
no. Where'd you go?
it's
Oh,
right
he's
there.
gone.
Right there, buddy.
Anybody see Monsieur Verjean? Where is he gone? Is he?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's right
there
here, right in
he
front of me.
is. There he
Yeah.
is. Good times. Good times. All right, just give us 1 sec. We're going to pause and be right back.
Org.
And welcome back. 1 hour time
There it is.
limit.org. That's going. Yeah. So unless anybody else wants to do anything,
9.
no.
Nope.
Yep. Momentarily, a similar looking sort of black van appears, slows down, and it opens with a handful of guys, sort of jumping out. And you can see the concern on their face as they're looking over their now just wrecked van. But obviously they passed the other smoking heap to get there. Jay?
I was just gonna call shotgun.
Sure. Like the other guys, like the guys that have got out have sort of like, they're looking wide at the van. So you just kind of like, shotgun and just sort of like hop up into the passenger seat without anybody stopping you. But the driver sort of like just turns and looks at you and gives you a nod. Yep. And everybody else sort of piles into the back.
Yep.
You can see the other guys are sort of like looking over. Some of the guys stay back because you figure they're going to try and figure out how to get the other wreck off and move their van back as the rest escort you back to Javier's place. I completely forget the time of day, breaking realism, so it's going to be dark at some point when you return to the little warehouse compound. And it's been a while since you've been here. It's been a good couple of weeks. You come through like the little boom gate, tiny security booth, where you spot a couple of the nomads just patrolling the front, and you pull into the warehouse doors that open up into the warehouse where there's plenty of crates and there's sort of deliveries coming and going, nothing massive, but all these sort of transit vans are moving and going, where you recognize, well, most of you recognize, but for those that haven't, yep, we'll do this bit. Sorry, I just remembered something. You spot he's not tall, but he's not short. He's sort of this, probably 5'10", but quite square. Like he's got like broad shoulders, bald head. But the second the van pulls in down this little laneway, especially Version, because you're sitting up front, you can see him like he smiles and he has this enormous smile that almost looks like it's going to just go all the way around his head. And when he does smile, you just see rows of shiny chrome teeth. And the van pulls up, and you will get out to see Javier sort of standing just slightly up on the dock of the warehouse, hands in pockets, just grinning down at you. And we're just going to quickly cut over to Relay. The fuck are you doing?
I'll check the tracker for the rest of the crew, or follow, say,
What, start
boy,
limping down the highway?
and call a taxi.
Alright. Yep.
And say, drop me off, say, 4 or 5 blocks away.
Yep.
And I'll walk the rest of the way down.
Yep. And it probably by the time the van arrives, the taxi does actually pick you up. So when they arrive, you're not far behind them and start walking down. Cutting back.
Hey, Javier, how you doing?
I'm not as bad as you all by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's just a scratch.
Just a scratch.
I mean, your van's fucked up.
Well, we'll see.
I kept your buddy alive.
I appreciate it. The boys should be able to bring the van back eventually. May need a tow, but they can work their wonders. Come inside. Have a coffee. Perhaps something even a little stronger.
Sure. Let's have a version. Dante, Angus, come on, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
This is
Definitely
Javier.
give me some
Me
rubbing
and
alcohol.
Dante have worked with him before.
Hello, Javier. I'm Angus. I've heard little bits about you. Seem like a guy who knows what's what, and I appreciate that.
Oh, good, I hear.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Where exactly are you from?
Texas, sir.
Mighty fine. Well, come on in, get warm, and come have a seat. And you follow him in, and it's funny being up closer to him now. He seems what's the word? Larger than life, but still so short. And he moves slowly, but it always seems with purpose. And he leads you into essentially just a little kitchenette area. Nothing fancy. It's just got a couple of benches and a fridge and an oven and microwaves and whatnot, and a no frills table with chairs that he invites you to sit down as he sort of like picks up a handful of mugs, puts them on the table, grabs the coffee, puts that on the table, dumps a bottle of creamer and sugar.
You want a hand with that coffee?
By all means, help yourselves.
Do you want me to make something for you? I gotta cook.
It's in the pot.
Oh, you've already done it. Okay, next time I get it.
Yeah, not sure who needs enough to make a cup of coffee.
Hey, it's the best way to have it.
Trust me. His rusty bayonet there does something to the flavor.
I believe that is called tetanus.
I believe it makes it taste like absolute shit.
I disagree.
Well, we're all men of vices,
It's a
so
50-50.
why not? I guess Nightcity is the city to experiment in, is it not?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Wait, is he coming on to us?
No.
No.
He's all right.
So, sit. And with that relay, you come walking up to the gate, and you see these two large just ordinary looking men eyeballing you as you start sort of like walking towards them.
Hey man, where's the closest car yard?
Not here.
Oh, feck. Shit. Do you have a spare bike?
No.
Shit.
I think you're lost, lady.
I am very freaking lost, mate.
Call a taxi?
Yeah, I did that. That didn't work out well. Shit, any alley, like I'm gonna keep walking, like, along the street, either that one, whatever, gets me aroundish, nearish, so I can sit down, and I'm gonna try and get in contact with one of their agents. And then start figuring out how to break in.
But you know they're all close because you saw them all pull into this little laneway. So you walk off down the way and sort of duck around a corner. And it's like, it's not like a walled compound. It's just like a big warehouse. So that's the wall on the side of the warehouse is the wall to the area, but it's all enclosed, if that makes sense. So yeah, you sort of walk down and around the corner and yeah, you're out of line of sight.
Yeah. For now, I'll plunk down, keep an eye out, and try and get in contact with either Jin or Version. I don't trust Angus not to put me on speaker and go, "Hey, everybody, relays here."
And with
That's
that,
not fair.
Javier. No, you're right. Go.
Yeah. So just pinging them to
Yeah. Yep.
leave their agent on speaker or something like that, so I can listen.
Yep. With that, Javier invites everybody to sit down, and just as you go to sit down, Jin, your phone starts to ring.
Not ring, text. Something less
All right, you get a
invasive.
text. Billing, billing.
I hear my text to speech from Jimmy.
Of course you do.
Fucking hell. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, the message pops up. Jimmy pops up saying, "Message from Relay saying, I have arrived nearby, but can't get in. Help?"
I mean, I'll just, as we're sort of sitting down, I'll just quickly flick a text back to her.
Yep.
And just say, just hold your position, wait. You'll know if things go bad. If that's the case, we'll meet you back at the safe house.
Great. Where's the closest place to get food?
There's like a vending machine just opposite street, like you just hop
Inside
over.
the compound.
Yeah, inside the compound.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I sit down next to the vending machine and just keep
Yep.
eating bags of chips.
Yep. Oh, it's got all sorts of foods. Some of
Like
it can
Candy
be heated
Crush.
in an instant. Yep, but everybody else cuts back. And you'll sit around the table, grab your coffees, and there's some like light food put out. And Javier sort of sits at the head of the table and says, "So, what shall we do about the eel?"
Well, I mean, our job's worth 10k minimum. Actually, looking at 15. But
I say we take the time.
hang on. Version definitely wants the arm, right? He's definitely in the arm camp. We want the arm. I've just been bro fisting with the eel as we helped each other out in that last shit fight that happened on the highway. And he's all right, but we still got a job to do, you know. What do you suggest, Javier?
I suggest that you walk away.
What now? Like, I thought we were gonna
Well, not now, of course, but that
You just got
perhaps
here.
this isn't a job that you fulfill. These things happen in Night City after all. I mean, I remember when you did your first job for me.
Oh, the Dunny biscuits.
The Dunny biscuits. I don't know what a Dunny is, but Buzz seemed to get a good laugh out of it, so why
Yeah,
not?
it did.
But the thing was that being that I did not get the full delivery. But that was okay. You guys seem like you're on the up and up.
Yeah, we are.
That
But
and the tracker that was put in the vehicle that was sent back here was not ideal, but we sorted that out too.
I mean,
Let's call that a
yeah,
hiccup.
what tracker, huh?
Oh, the one that was in the glove box.
Yeah, I mean, I was just busy taking out the target. Like I was,
That's okay. But I'm just saying sometimes you don't win them all.
You don't, but we did come here to talk business. So what are we gonna get out of this?
Oh,
We were about to kill your friend here. So
well,
close.
that's such an interesting
Hang on,
choice of words.
Angus. What do you think? This is a democracy after all.
Well, first up, I'm enjoying this coffee. It's pretty good.
My pleasure.
Second up, I mean, we got a reputation to uphold. We took a job and we were supposed to do that job. Don't get me wrong, the eel seems pretty good. That shield he did that
alright.
protected me, that was yeah. That was great. I got boy to snap a photo of it. I hope.
Oh, you hear a little, oh, I did, sir. It's magnificent.
So I guess we're in a bit of a predicament.
It seems like that.
Someone's echoing.
I don't think it's me.
Neither do I.
Haven't said anything.
All right. Version. What do you reckon?
I am torn.
I am
I
Jin.
know you guys have been fist bumping with
Angus.
the eel and
Dr.
that's great and all,
Angus, sir.
but
Dr. Angus.
he can fist bump with his other hand.
That is true. Dante, what do you think?
I told you this would happen. We're giving away all our leverage. I'd be lucky to walk away from it walk away from here with anything.
Oh, look, you can walk away from here with all you got on you. I won't stop you.
Democracy, my ass.
We're all acquaintances here. Again, I said I won't stop you from. If you want to go after the eel, by all means, you do just that. But I will try to protect him, as it protects my best interests. But unfortunately, that also means for you, I will not pay for it out of pocket.
What can
Never
future
mind the
Legacy
pocket. You
do
could
for
pay
us?
for it out of your bank account.
Ha ha! One and the same, friend. One and the same.
Yeah, what does
Okay.
future Javier do for us? Like, let's say we walk away. What's the kicker? What's anything in it for us, or is it just a one-way street?
Well, it's not a one-way street. I would like to think that we get to continue to be friends, and therefore all the good things that come with being friends in that city.
See, where
Right.
I'm from, friends don't blackmail other friends.
Oh, again, there is no rest assured. I'm putting all my cards on the table. There is no blackmail here. I'm just saying it as it is. You can walk away. I won't try to stop you. If you want to come after the eel, then by all means do so. But
All right. Let
again,
me
I will
let me
try
ask
to
the last
protect
person.
him.
The last person of our group. I'm gonna ask them. Eel, what do you think?
He's not actually in the room.
Oh, he's not in here.
No,
I thought he was with us.
but I
Sorry.
can call him in if you
Fucking
would
gone.
like.
The
Oh, he's
Ew!
escaped.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck?
you glance out the window and he's just running off. He's like,
God damn it, Javier! This is a ploy. Get him.
Whoa. No,
I
he's
look
just
up from my
he's-
burger and
yeah, legging it down the road. No, he was just outside, um, um, under the premise that Javier just wanted to talk to you guys. But he invites him in, and he sort of like looks at you all.
What do you think, Eel? What would you do? Version.
At first, I would probably break the finger of the man giving me the
Hang on,
finger.
no. All right, ignore version for a minute.
Okay,
If you're part
ignoring
of our
version.
no, version's not even here. Okay, all right. So you are a part. Okay, let's do this. Let's role play this a little bit. Okay, you're in my part, like you're in my crew, right? The eel is with Jin. We're badass, and we're after version. And then this dude calls up and says, "Don't kill version. We don't take his arm. What do we do? What would you do?
Good
Do we
question.
still take his arm, or do we give him up to the acquaintance?"
Very good question. You see, I don't envy the decision making. I would probably go for the arm. In all honesty, if that is what I was going to do, then that is
Yes.
what I
Damn
would
it,
try
Eel.
to do. I would just try to, if it came to a conversation point, I would try to be a little bit more tactful and eloquent, no? Rather than just, give me your arm, give me your arm, give me your arm. Yeah.
All right, what would you say to version about taking his arm then, if it came to a conversation?
Oh, I wouldn't say anything. I would just shoot him in the face and he go down.
Thank you.
That is what I would do.
God damn it, I like
Uh,
you. I like you,
Yeah,
Eel. I like your accent. I like your attitude.
Yeah,
by
I
all
like Eel
means,
too.
you can go for it. But I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't have knocked on the door like he did. I would have waited until he'd gone out and then just, or even a little injection, make him go sleepy bye bye. And then when he was resting, I just shoot him in head, leave him in dumpster, possibly gutter.
Man,
That's how we do in
I-
It's
Europe.
cold.
yeah, I like
It
you.
is cold,
That's
but it
badass.
keeps you alive. See, my predicament is that look, it's because as I am happy that you have not chosen to try and shoot me in the face. I like my face, but the issue is that it is not as simple to give you my arm. See, if I give you my arm, all said and done, and you let me go, I am dead. It is as simple as that. I am dead.
Is your like is your respiratory system like all connected to your arm or something, or you mean like people who come after you, you can't protect yourself?
Bingo. That
Yeah.
has a lot of the tools of my trade in it. It is not my only trick up my sleeve.
Sleep.
No pun
Arm.
intended. But what
Eel.
what is in that arm will That arm protects me in ways that the gun cannot, if that makes sense. It is a concept. This mechanist, and he points at Angus. He may understand, but it protects me in far more ways than what a gun can.
Not Dante.
No. Needs a steady and what do you call it? Style, refinery.
Like a doctor.
Yes, somewhat like a doctor.
Funny that. Anyway, Eel, what do you know about this fella that gave us this job?
Oh,
Hey.
what did you call him?
That's information they should pay for.
If it is the man I think it is, he was a he's a bit of a not somebody that can always be trusted, but you can trust that he can get jobs done. He used to work for the American government before they kind of all went a bit tits up, you would say. He doesn't always deal with the good people. Like for instance, there were countries in Africa. He would essentially send weapons over so that one country fights another country, and then he comes in afterwards and takes what he needs and then leaves. So he's not necessarily what you would say is a good guy, but don't get me wrong, he gets results. He does what he does for his people, but again, I no longer know if he actually works for the American government because the American government is not what it used to be. That's about.
You haven't seen him in a while?
Not for a long time.
Why would he want your arm now?
Yeah, go on.
That is something you would need to roll to see if you could convince me to tell you otherwise.
Glad you asked that, Eel, because that is one of my strong suits.
Here we go.
See how well this goes.
Social skills? Well, it's not that strong, actually, but I'll give it a crack.
Hey.
Not
bad, mate.
Let's just say that once upon a time, I uncovered some of the things that he had paid private military groups to do certain things with certain villages where people went into said village and nobody ever came out of said village. Information I have
So what,
like
people he
that.
sent in didn't come out?
Well, the PMC came out, but nobody else did. That town no longer exists on any map or database. That kind of information is not stored within my head. It is stored somewhere else.
Legate.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look around. Is there like a side room here? A little small cubicle or something?
You remember saying, and within your other visits here too, so you remember it being like sort of one big warehouse, and then there was sort of like little side rooms, or almost like, you know, when you walk into a storage facility and they've got little other sections. There's a couple of little other sections.
All right. Javier. Mr. Legate. Do you mind if I take my comrades here just for a quick private chat, and then we'll come back?
Oh, by all means, stay here and we'll step out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, easy.
The
better.
coffee's here after all. And with that, he grabs a quick refill and he kind of plods out of the room slowly. And the eel kind of like just takes a step, waits, takes a step, waits, takes a step, waits, and follows him out.
All right, guys. Look. I know, Virgin. I know you want the eel because of things that have happened, but
No, it's not because of things that had happened, man. It's purely because we were hired to
Because
do a job. I don't care who
Look.
the hirer was. We're hired to do a
Oh,
job. We have to fulfill that job.
but the more I hear about this canvas bloke, the less I want to know about him. Like he's bad news.
You didn't want to know about him before.
Hey,
See, you didn't want to know about him before when you took the job.
no, I had no idea. But I thought Buzz would have, not, I knew Buzz had some dodgy connections here and there, but not like, killing villages sort of bad news. I don't think Buzz even knows. You know what I mean? Like it's to Buzz, it's just.
We were hired to kill someone.
Oh, go ahead and kill him. I think I want to step away from killing him, but I want to put something else on the table. How about we go after this canvas bloke?
For what?
It's the right thing to do. Hey, let's see what the eel
What are we,
wants
the
to
good
do. As well.
guys?
He might help us.
He wants to do it because it saves his skin.
And that's
In his
fine.
best
He's all right.
interest.
I think looking at our best interests, we've got.
We need to salvage something from this deal. All right? If you can, we can walk out of here with our lives right now. That's good.
Hey,
We can walk out with our lives and the pink slip to that van we rolled in on. That's even better. You want to take a deal to lead him directly to a meeting with the man who set us up on this job so he can ambush him and kill him? Even better. We get paid for that too. That's the best case scenario I see.
I think we try and get eel on side. And then we go home and we fucking rest because we all look.
If we don't complete this job, we are dead. We are essentially walking
I don't think
dead.
we are.
I think we got some good potential allies here with the eel and.
Bang.
I'm saying
Version-
if we don't complete this job,
We already
you can
fucked this
bet
job up, Version.
that
Yeah,
our names will be on the next list for jobs out against us.
and that's what I mean, Mike.
On the flip side of this, if we do complete the job, then obviously we've got issues with Legatini here.
Indeed.
Honestly,
so it depends.
I feel
Who do you
like
wanna...
we're
I haven't
fucked either
been
way.
done wrong by Legate. He's done the right thing by me. The last job, he let
Or
us
the
go.
other guy.
No, that's true. I mean, I get what you're saying, Dante. I do.
We have been done wrong by Legatee because he's asked us not to do a job, come here and said, thank you, now fuck off.
Yeah, he's asked us not to kill his friend.
And we had him dead to rights. Fuck
But
you.
if we listen to everybody who says, "Oh, please don't kill my friend," or "Please don't, beat up my kid," or
Nobody would die.
What?
"Please don't give me please don't give me a crappy guitar and pass it off as my own," if we actually listen.
Look, let's be real. This is the first time
That's the line of
this
the
has ever
night.
happened on one of our missions.
Second,
Why is the second time?
the guitar. We did not do that job
This
either.
is the first time that we've been interrupted during a mission with someone who we already know.
Nearly fucking killed us, by the way.
Look, we've already passed that. We've already lost our leverage here. We had the eel dead to rights, and now we have nothing. He's gone.
That's fine.
So let's salvage what we can and get out of here with our lives.
What do you want? You want a van? Legatee will
I'll
give
take
us a
that van, and if he
Go
wants
take it.
if he wants to be met with the person trying to kill the eel, we'll tell, like, sure, we'll set that up. If he wants to pay for that privilege, sure. If he doesn't,
and then what
fine.
happens when that information gets sent out through the wire to every other motherfucker in this town?
Doesn't.
that we took down Canvas, then no one else is gonna fuck with us. That's what's gonna happen.
Did
We
we
don't have
take
to do the
down
taking
Canvas,
down.
or
We just have to
did
tell
we
not
Canvas
yet.
that we
go?
got the arm. Come meet us here, and oh shit,
No.
fucking
See, I
Legate
see it
shows
as-
up, and everyone's fucking dead.
He'll never.
No, I see it as this. We took a job. We didn't finish that job. We let someone else basically convince us not to do the job we were hired to do, and then turned on the person who hired us to do that job, which tells everyone else in
Well,
Night City that we are untrustworthy, and we will turn around and stab you in the back.
Only if they're
well, the
pieces
only
of
people that are
shit.
gonna know that is gonna be Buzz, who I trust, Legate, who I'm not sure about, and us.
I think if we look at our
That's in
options
Legate.
right now, if
Yeah.
we kill and take the arm right now, we're gonna die. We'll get shot to
Uh
hell.
huh.
You don't
If
have
we
to
leave
kill him.
right
Just
now,
chop his fucking arm off and run like hell.
yeah, but I
No.
think Linguini over there is gonna see it as the same thing.
I'm glad somebody called him Linguini. Thank you.
I like the other one actually.
We'll get shot either way. Or we leave right now, have no allegiance to either of them. We failed
No,
the
but
mission
they're
and
gonna
we
come after us.
exactly. Or
Canvas will come after us.
yeah, he absolutely
Well,
will.
let's go after him.
Or we take our chances, recruit a potential ally, and kill a cunt of a human being.
We're not the
I'm
only
with Angus,
people on
man.
this job.
But what guarantee do you have, other than meeting him, that he is a cunt?
Hang on.
You don't. You have the word of a man who's in its best interest to not kill his friend. Right? He
Yeah, but
wants
I've
to
met
save his
Legate
friend.
before.
He'll
He's
pay.
all right. He gave us our first job in Night
You
City.
met Canvas before, and you thought he was all right enough to, take a job from
He
him.
was all shadowy, and the 10 gram was good, and then the 15 gram was better.
And now nothing.
I didn't think he was all right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but
But you
Legate,
still
he
took
was-
the job.
yeah, I take
You
jobs
ship
from heaps of people. I took a job from a hooker on the side of the street. He goes, well, if I can beat the shit out of some kid in a basketball stadium, you didn't complain about that.
You're welcome.
Oh, I did. It took way too fucking long.
It was like an hour. Anyway, salvage something from the deal, Jim. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Jimmy.
Yes.
Can you organize relay in on a group call? Keep it open. Actually, get her in on a call. I want her to weigh in on this.
Com channels open. Relay, you get a call.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. In that sort of moment of all the adrenaline, you'd sort of just found like a very uncomfortable step, but somehow it felt like pillows, and you were just like half drifting off before you realise that. Yep, the phone snaps you back into reality, and Jin is on the line.
Fumble, smash the button. I'm awake. Hey, commenced.
Jesus. Hey, how you doing, Relay?
Whose doorstep is this?
Jesus Christ. All right, I mean, let's get the heavy questions straight in there. What's your feeling about the eel? They've just pointed it out to us that Canvas, who we're currently employed by for this contract, is a piece of shit of a human who has previously wiped villages off the face of the earth and
Allegedly.
such things like that. Allegedly.
I'm gonna do a quick just
Yeah, can you do a
quick,
search?
quick search and see if I can find anything that can confirm or deny that villages have been destroyed and
They wouldn't be there if.
My World Wide Web.
well, possible memos or anything like that in the news that hey,
Yeah, they may have wiped out the
Fucking-
population of the village.
You do
but,
remember,
government takes a long time to deraster a village or something off a map.
And you do remember in like some of your more conspiracy-fueled days of paranoia and neuroticism, you remember hearing stories of, like in the Great Corp Wars, it happened. Corporations would go in and just sweep out entire counties, states, countries, and just take them over. It's just what they did, especially if it was owned by an opposing corporation. But you remember other stories throughout history of especially when a country was in a state of unrest, where a government would go in and just sort of wipe it out. But not that it's never really been confirmed. But you've read the stories.
And thinking back on Canvas, what exactly, like, was he the kind of person that I could look at and go, yeah, he could have done that?
It's hard to say. Is he? He was a man in almost like an off-white coat and hat. You don't remember seeing his face. You don't remember a lot of facts about him. You just remember him being there and them talking to him. A very nondescript, for a lack of a better sense, but you couldn't gain any details, which, now that you think back, is quite odd. You're trying to really recall features and sounds, but every time it's just not quite right or normal, too normal even.
You know what, guys? This is Relay's conspiracy theory time. He's got a chip that scrambles your brain.
All right.
Physically scrambles your brain when you look at him. It just makes... You try thinking about him. You can't tell me if he had a mustache. He's dodgy. Dodgy's back.
He wore a big
I don't know
hat.
if he had a mustache. Yeah, did he? Was he wearing a hat? I remember he had a. I remember
He was wearing
he had
a hat,
suit.
and the hat shadowed his face.
Yeah, but you don't. You remember the clothes. You don't remember the man.
Best.
Because he was in shadow.
He's a
He
ghost.
purposely dressed like that to conceal himself in shadow.
And yet, for some reason, like when you wear a hat, when Angus wears a hat,
Do
You-
I need
you
to
can- you
explain
can-
to you the properties of light or something? 'Cause
look, Angus, put your hat on. Show everyone that you can still see your face with a hat on in shadows.
Relay, you're not here, but I can promise you I never took this thing off.
Good job, Angus.
Another good line for the night.
But yeah. Angus, go stand under a light. Show everyone you can still see your face, even with shadows cast on it.
Well, I mean, my face is unforgettable, but I'll try it.
But you can still see it, even though it's in shadow.
yeah, but I mean,
Oh shit, he's
the
gone.
lighting in here is a lot brighter
Trampling
than the lighting was
shit.
at the club or
And
whatever.
Here,
at
look
the
at this.
club,
It's purposely dark.
at
I'll
the
turn the
club,
lights out, we all
Angus was still
disappear.
wearing his hat. Pretty sure it's actually glued to the cornrows. I note that down. Angus's hat is probably glued to his cornrows.
Absolutely not. Do you think I'd mess with these things or not?
Oh shit, he took off.
It does come off.
Holy shit. Makes it sound like a toy Barbie. You know, the hat goes... It's just such a perfect fit. Anyway,
All right.
I'm
Anywho,
certain he's... And I forward them the links that I've probably got saved.
And like a couple
on,
of saved
you know,
documents.
Yeah, category...
I'll delete a conspiracy theory.
As soon as they
list
come
on
in.
the-
Category
He's just
3,
deleting them straight away.
destroyed villages, and like 90% of them are just heavily pixelated maps. and then there's like 3 or 4 documents that actually have something of interest in them, but most of them
My
are
phone
just
can't
like
even open
10
most of
pixels.
those files anyway.
It just times out trying to open it in the first place on when you accidentally click.
Yeah.
But you have a little moment there, Relay, where as you're like in this excited passion of being able to talk about all this crap again, and you start flinging it through,
crap.
and you look at the maps as the maps are
Yeah.
like you're flicking them up, and the correlation then just sort of like hits you like a little spark, and in your head that's almost kind of what it was like. Like you kind of thinking back all of a sudden, it's almost like even though he was in shadow, his face was pixelated. Because you can't remember seeing the fine details, but you remember seeing the shadow and the shade. And you're like, hang on. And the more you think about it, the more it's kind of like this nothing, this blurry nothing.
Is that a mod that can be done?
None that you've heard of.
I mean, okay. So,
I mean, you've
so
heard some things about cameras and facial recognitions and like people wearing like like just a plastic sheet with lights on it. That that's feedback from somebody else because I've got nothing else here. Sorry. But yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, I'm taking it a step further as it's almost like the crazies, the exotics who do the animal morphs.
Possibly.
Except they're going more computerized and they're just turning their face into an LCD screen or something like that.
Yeah, possibly down that line of thought. But you've never really been that far into the cybernetics to know the fine details, but definitely a thought.
Anyway, it's fucking crazy. I don't trust him, and then I immediately start on my new conspiracy of LCD screen pixelating, blur your face. Just trying to, binge into this section of cybernetics and see if I can find anything pertaining to that now that I'm on a new conspiracy roll.
Yep.
Because that sounds handy. And dangerous. Very, very dangerous. My god, we're fucked. So yeah, everyone knows Relay's thoughts on the matter now, so I'm gonna, try and binge through a bit more information on some cybernetics.
Alright. Thanks for that. Incredibly long-winded way of saying he's dodgy.
I like my evidence. Facts. Not
And you're still
conspiracy,
all
but
getting little
facts.
messages pinging up with like documents.
Oh yeah, it'll be, best thing to do is put me on mute for the next 3 hours.
Boy, file these in the delete folder.
Of course, already actioned and on its way.
Very good.
Marcus Chuck.
What?
Alright. I'll call him back in.
Yep. They plod in with the eel slowly following behind Javier. And the eel sort of looks at you all nonchalantly and says, if I may throw one more thing into the mix. Who do you think it was that attacked us on the highway? Because I can tell you it was not Javier's men. I presume they were friends of yours. Not friends of yours. They were certainly no friends of mine. Who do you think they were?
That is a good question.
Who has that kind of tech?
Oh, lots of people have that tech. You can buy it to most places. I mean, I know who I think it was.
Who do you
Start
think it was?
pinging through some
Let me
crazy
guess.
left-wing theories on who could have that kind of tech.
Do you think it was Canvas?
Of course,
Like
I think it
14
was
different
Canvas.
governments.
If I was after somebody. I would not pay just one person to do it. I would pay as many people as possible to do it. Oh, sorry, I would offer to pay as many people as possible so I could guarantee that it gets done. My guess is that there are other Night City operators, much like yourselves.
How would you feel about getting back at Canvas for blatantly attacking us on the highway?
Oh, to be honest, I'm not too fast. I've been in scrapes like that before. I would rather just disappear again. I mean, people like Canvas are always going to be around. I just, I've never traveled in what do you say, gangs, groups, much like yourself. I've always been a solo operative, much like Valjean used to be.
Right. So if we wanted to get back at Canvas, would you be interested in joining and using some of your
Oh, well,
expertise?
I mean,
He just said he works alone.
I would like to have a crack at his database. I'm sure he has some very interesting information hidden somewhere.
All right, that's one for
That
Eel.
could
Of course he's
definitely
gonna say
be, definitely be, definitely be, could definitely be used to again get Eel out of some sticky situations.
And Legate, how do you feel about Canvas potential allegedly? I mean, not allegedly. It's probably.
I'll be honest, until about 20 minutes ago, I never knew the man.
But now, how do you feel about
It's
him blowing up two of your vans,
oh,
or one van,
well,
and
from what the eel says, it wasn't so much as him, but these other guys. I mean, I would like to see them. Or maybe get some reparations. But look, if it turns me a profit, I'm happy.
so.
look, I'm gonna put it out there. I think the eel walks away.
I would also like to say I think the eel walks away.
All right, everyone in the group right now, hands up. Hands up for taking the eel's hand.
Oh,
I hold his hand.
intimate. I did not know he was this close.
Hands up for killing the eel or taking his arm right now.
Still busy pinging in like 14 different theories.
We're way past that.
All right, hands up for walking away, having a rest, regrouping, and then potentially taking it to Canvas. That's
I
two.
want
All right.
proof.
Oh, what?
I want
three.
proof before we do anything.
All right. All right. The eel's in, and Angus is in, and Jin's in, and
Dr. Angus.
Version needs proof, and Dante's just pissed that he doesn't get any money. Hey, Legate, can we have a van? Just have one. Eel's gonna live now. He's your friend. Can we have a van?
I mean,
These boys have no way of getting home.
I'm
me something.
down 2 vans already. I have a business to run.
Hence why you should want to kill Canvas, but that's not our decision. That's yours.
Can we just have one?
This man confuses me. I can give you a ride, but I got a business to run. If you want to buy one, of course, I can set that up.
Dante, you want to buy one or?
I got a bike.
If they can give us a lift to,
Looking out for you
Bong
guys.
Huang's?
if he can give us a lift to a certain spot, I might be able to get us a vehicle.
All right, where's
Sure.
that at? Yeah, can we just get a lift? All right, Eel. I shake Eel's hand. You lived today. Good job. Good working with you. Good to meet you. We'll catch up soon for some canvas action. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I like the confused little sure.
Dante will shake the eel's hand too.
Yep.
You one slipping motherfucker. I like it.
That's why my name
See you
is
around.
Eel. Yes, I no doubt we will see you around.
So long, the eel.
Salam.
We'll see you next time.
Dr. Angus.
I like this guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Should be your best friend.
All right, let's go to Bongies.
Hang on. Oh, all right. We're getting a lift to wherever Version wants to go first.
Version is standing cross-armed in the room, puff chest, looking big. He's like very big. Leaking some fluids, but he's still standing tall.
Win some, you lose some.
If we find out the canvas isn't as bad as what we're all being led to believe he is, and it turns out that you just didn't slip on us, there is nowhere that you will be able to run that I will not find you.
I look forward to the chase then. He holds out his hand.
So you just admitted. You just admitted it. By admitting that you look forward to the chase, you admitted what you said before about canvas. It's all bullshit.
Takes his hand back.
Go warm the bike up.
Monsieur Verjon, you have turned into a very interesting man. You have changed a lot over the years. Think whatever you will. But when you have more about Monsieur Blanc, feel free to call Javier. Again, if I can get some leverage, I'm more than happy to help. But I am not going anywhere. I am staying in Nightcity for the time being, it appears.
I'll see you around then.
Au revoir.
Arrivederci. Friendo.
Well said, well said. And we're going to take a quick pause there.
Oh,
That
in
bong's
his
been
old,
pulled out.
in his,
Alright,
in
we're
his
back.
old shit that got pulled out. Oh, hello. Conspiracy theories.
So, you all head out of the small little office.
Tea room.
Yep. And Javier calls over one of the other guys working around. And he says, give these boys a ride to wherever they want to go. And he sort of slaps him on the back and he says, safe travels, boys. Don't let the gators get you.
Boy,
Yes, sir.
are they gators in Night City?
I don't believe so, sir.
Why the fuck did he say that?
Perhaps it's a phrase?
Research that for me, would you?
Of course, sir.
Thank you.
All right. So the guy sort of leads you down to one of the other hands, and yeah, says, "Where do you want to go to?"
Take us to Little Europe.
Sure. Anywhere in particular?
I'll let you know when you're getting close.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
So he pulls out and starts heading down the road, and as he sort of heads down the road, you sort of glance over and you'll spot Relay sort of like sitting next to, or the light of Relay's face, as she's got her goggles on. You can see she's working on her computer, sitting by a vending machine.
Surrounded by crumpled chip packets.
So Dante's on the bike. He'll pull over.
Yep.
I tip my hat to her as we drive past.
Don't notice.
But
I mean-
Dante's just stopped in front of you. You're like, oh, and look up, and Dante's sitting there on his bike.
Hey, really? Give me a ride?
Yeah, I don't want to walk. Hop on the bike.
Come on.
Yep.
By the way, that was fucking amazing what you did with your bike.
I miss my bike.
Oh, no one else will.
Third best line of the night. They're all coming out now. Yeah, it takes a while as you move through from one side of the central island to the other. But yeah, as you start getting into Little Europe, he sort of like turns and looks at it. He's like, "Where to now?"
2 streets up, next to the statue. Take a left.
Yep. So he's like, yep. Yeah. Sort of see a big statue of some old corporate entity, and just sort of take a left. Pulls down the street.
No, fucking
Go up
go.
about 2 blocks, and pull over there.
Yep. So he sort of like goes down another couple of blocks. It's still quite dark here, but it's not as shitty as the parts of town that you're used to. For the most part, it's fairly clean around here. I mean, there is a lot of neon glow. But yeah, it feels much more secure in Little Europe. There's even like fake trees, which is a nice touch. And yep, he pulls up onto the curb for you. And this is the
Much
spot.
obliged.
No worries.
This is.
And you'll
Start.
all hop out.
Head out.
Yep. And he sort of like pulls off, and momentarily Dante pulls in behind as the guy leaves.
Yep.
Hey guys.
What are we doing
what
here,
the
man?
fuck are we doing here?
I double check to make sure that no one else is really watching, or that the other van is gone.
Make a perception check.
Perception.
This is going to be incredible.
I thought maybe you were gonna knock the driver off and keep the van.
Don't tempt me.
No. You don't really see like anybody watching, so to speak. You do kind of, you give it a beat, and the van's definitely going away. It doesn't look like he's sort of kept an eye, and you don't, you do your normal casual scan around, and you don't think anybody's looking. Everybody else wonders why Version has stopped you all in front of this sort of little neon sign that points upstairs saying "Lady Boys Within."
As he does his little scan of the area, I give a thumbs up at the paranoia.
All right.
What's
Once
this
I've
about,
checked
man?
to see if it's clear, I'm gonna follow me, and I'll walk another block and a half up the street.
Yep. Give me 1 second. Talks amongst yourselves just for 30 seconds.
Yep.
Hi, me. Yes, me. What the frick are we doing now, me?
Really, what are you saying back there?
Stop talking to yourself, huh?
That's
Yo,
weird.
Version, where we headed, man?
Okay. You know when I said to you guys that I don't remember anything from before the operation?
Yeah.
Well, that was true at the time, but since then, and after a few head blows that I've received, some things have been coming back, and
Good to
well,
hear, Dante.
this address, thank you. This address here keeps popping up in my brain, so
Right.
I figured,
Do
what
you know
better
what's
place
going
to
to
lie
be
low?
here? Or?
What better
Oh, yeah.
place to check out with no ride to leave?
Oh, we'll have a ride.
Oh,
Yep. So yeah, he leads you sort of down the road, and then sort of like you get to a little laneway, and he sort of like stops and goes down there, and it's not terribly wide, but then he gets to a like a garage door with a keypad on it. Well, I say keypad, like a little screen, and he puts his thumb on it, and it's sort of like and this roller door just goes and rolls up, and inside is this dust-covered massive canvas sheet that is covering something.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
I'd like you to meet Eleanor.
Yep. So as he pulls it, there's a big billow of dust pulls out, and it's this massive stack of milk crates. Yeah, I couldn't
had a drink,
resist.
I swear.
Could not
Get it out.
resist. Yep. So as he pulls it off, yeah, there's this sleek. Well, I say sleek looking, but like this muscle car. It looks old. It's not from one that you guys have seen recently. It's bigger, bulkier than the older style cars. Its engine is sort of poking out the bonnet. Looks cramped in the back, but it's supposed to seat 5, so should all be good.
All right.
What color is it?
Well, damn.
I don't know, what color is it?
Like a matte gunmetal grey.
Yep.
Ooh, shiny.
No, it's
Step
matte.
closer. Yeah, I know. I had the moment, but
It's kind of got a glisten
don't-
to it, but it's
I-
dull.
I had a brain fart.
Yeah, can I take it for a
Yeah,
spin?
do
Yeah, pass the keys,
spin
man. Let's
around
go.
Fuck off.
Hey,
Nobody drives Eleanor but me.
no need for that, man.
Now,
what about
if
when
you
you're
want,
unconscious?
these keys stay with me.
You
No matter
know, we
what.
could see a doctor
All right.
who could
Now,
implant
look.
them into your arm.
You know what? That's a later problem. Right now, I think everybody just needs to head upstairs to the loft. We'll crash for a bit, and then in the morning, we can reconvene and figure out how the fuck we are going to survive.
I mean, could you not just drive us back to like Randall's?
My place ain't good enough for you.
I mean, kind of like Randall's. It's got like the whole lounge room is a bed sort of thing vibe going. Okay, well, I mean, we can stay here. That's
I'm
fine.
gonna go check out the loft and see.
When
Yeah,
he
let's have a look.
says, like, he says locked and points up, and, like, immediately you're like, well, I don't see a way to get up there. But that's interesting. And then as you look, actually back past the car, you can see there's a petition in the back of the, what looks like garage. And past that, you can sort of see there's a small set of living quarters.
Okay, because I was just about to make my athletics check to climb my way up there if that's what was necessary, but
All right, I'll check out his living quarters.
It's kind of like you imagine when something like Angus and Dante both understand, like, you know, when you're in the heat of the moment and you're working on the car, but you can't be bothered to drive all the way home, and you just set up a a bed in the garage just so you can have a sleep, get up, and then keep working. But
Working cot.
it's very, very similar to the safe house, but just smaller.
Oh, good.
Like, well, it's not that it's got a bathroom, but there's a pot in the corner. There's also like a little stand where it's got like an old dusty kettle and a water bottle and a microwave.
Poke my head through the partition. I look at the quarters. I'm sleeping on the back seat of the car.
No, you are not.
What?
Oh, damn. Angus walks in.
Yep.
Nice piss pot over there. Where do I sleep?
What are you
YouTube.
judging me? There's a trundle.
Oh
under
no,
the bunk.
I'm genuinely impressed by that piss pot.
Yeah, it reminds you of your apprenticeship back in the day.
Yeah, you could say that.
There's a trundle under the bunk.
Very good. I'll sleep on the bunk.
Might have to go top tail with a few people, but
You can
all
fit
fit.
everybody in. Can't say version isn't a good host.
There's
Oh.
a fridge.
Yes, there is a little
It might
fridge.
be-
Yep.
It might be like out of date by several years, but
You're not wrong. Like you put the beers out, they've like settled. They just need a
it's
bit of
good.
shake it up.
It's a good thing I was sitting all that time by that vending machine. Gonna take the cloth that he had over the car, and I'll drape it over, some rags and junk in the corner and curl up on that.
Yep. Yeah, it's not too bad. Could be worse.
Look, man, I was sleeping on the floor for like the past month.
Yeah. Anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah. Go on.
I did just want to do that library search about the cybernetics. See if I could find any information about that kind of stuff.
You do find, yeah,
Like-
there's nothing to the scale of what you're imagining, but they're like
But
little
like doctors
the
who could perform similar stuff and that sort of thing.
well, there's definitely doctors that do like cosmetic surgeries and stuff like that, but nothing that obscures the face in any way. It's more about technology that tricks the camera.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
it's like
so-
lasers and lights that try to fool the camera into, being able to see what it sees.
So yeah, I'll note that down and that kind of stuff, and
Yep.
basically trying to trace down information about Canvas through the potential modifications and trickery that he's done to make it so difficult to recognize him.
Yeah, and well, if you're looking for him as a person, nothing comes up.
Which is why I'm tracking through mods and stuff, because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
doubt that
but
he'd
you
have
can't. You can't find any specific modification to the face that'll do what it does. It's just like stuff you can buy, and anybody could buy it. Nothing illegal, so to speak.
I was just hoping that maybe something about the method he could have used would just be unusual or that sort of thing.
Well,
or
what
whether it
you're
was unique.
finding, you don't say, there's a picture, for example, of some rioters, and they're all looking angry in this photo, and they've all got these collars with like a plastic sheet, and light hits the sheet so that when the camera views it, it distorts the face. So everything you're seeing has to do with like the projection of lights or lasers or imprinting colors onto the face, and none of that matches. Like the canvas was just sitting there in a hat and a jacket. There was no light at all. So you're trying to build these connections, but you're not finding any. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're finding the technology and you're finding ideas, and people are like, oh, you can do this and have lasers off your collar that strobe into the sky, or have mirror codes put on your face and stuff like that. But it doesn't quite fit what you remember. Not that you remember much, which is the odd part, but you're just like, yeah, it's like it's all you're following those chains, but you're not coming up with anything.
I'll pin that on the board, and I'll start going off on the tangent of memory alteration and that sort of stuff.
Sure.
Keep searching while I'm falling asleep in my.
Does anybody else want to do anything?
Yeah.
I'll go to the back room quickly, and like under the mattress there's like a little laptop with like a cable running off into the wall.
Yep.
I just want to open that up and then just boot up my camera / security system for the building.
Yep. So it takes like a good couple of minutes because the computer hasn't been turned on for a while, and it's like kind of whirring back into life. But it sort of like pops into your security camera feeds. There's only a couple. You've got like sort of the one that looks on the outside over the door.
I was going to say, I've got one that's looking over the front door. I've got one that's looking over the back door. And then I've got one actually from the front entrance of the Lady Boys Only club.
Yep. And then there's one inside that's sort of, two inside that look over the...
Just focused on the car.
Yeah, well, they kind of... like the space isn't big, so it's easy, but it's like a double angle. Yep,
cool. Then I'm going to just hop inside the car and curl up behind the seat, behind the wheel.
Yeah, the second you pull into it, it's just like an old familiar feeling. You feel comfortable again. And within a minute, you're out. Like, your body all of a sudden is so heavy and exhausted. And you just sort of like fall into the seat and just slip away. Right, he's out. Jin?
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just say, I'm just going to go, I'll be back. I think I left the toaster on. I got some things to do. I'm going to get Jimmy to organise a taxi for me.
Yep, doesn't take long. Funny enough, in Little Europe, it's just like a matter of a couple of minutes, and all of a sudden this little bubble car sort of pulls up in front of you.
Yep.
Where to?
Take me to Bang Huang's.
Yep. So
Cha-cha hut.
It takes a good half-hour odd drive.
Yep.
And you pull up to Bong Huang's. That'll cost you 20 eddies.
Yep. Catch you later, man.
No worries. Have a good time. As always, there's a stream of steady clients sort of coming and going from Bong Huang's.
Yeah, I'll grab a cheeky laxer to go, and then I'll head back to the safe house.
Yep. Hi, guy! Cheeky laxer to go! There you go, 10 eddies.
What the fuck? Thanks, Bongy.
No worries. Where everybody else?
Yeah, we're thinking, got some things to do, I'm just flying solo from...
Okay.
I'll take a selfie with him, send it to one of send it to one of Tonic's bots with hashtag crab sticks.
I don't know why they keep wanting crab sticks. Everybody keeps wanting to hold up crab sticks. I don't know why. So we just hold up crab sticks. Have free crab stick. There you go.
There you go. I'll take another selfie with a crab stick with him.
And you walk off down the road.
Boy?
Yes, sir.
Send a message to Jinrai.
Of course, sir. What would you like it to say?
Jinrai, it's Angus. You motherfucker, where's my Alexa? Fucking starving over here. Really?
Just sends
Angus.
the meta laxers.
Nah, my phone would have pinged when you sent your selfie, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Surely you had your notifications.
Yeah.
And surely enough, here we go.
Voice to text.
Yeah. You have a message from Dr. Angus. It reads, Jinrai.
He's already changed.
It's Angus. Oh, hang on, what have I written? You motherfucker. Where's my Alexa? Sincerely, Dr. Angus.
Jimmy, flicking back a text. Make it say, Dr. Angus, it's Jinrai here. It's on its way. Sincerely, Jinrai. And then with that, while the text is going, I'll run back to Bongy and get one like Ubered to.
Yeah. That'll cost 20 eddies.
Sure.
Yep, and sure enough, sir, you have a return message from Mr. Jinrai.
Do tell, boy.
It says, Dear Dr. Angus, Jinrai here. It's on its way. Sincerely, Jinrai.
Well, I mean, that's all right then. You want to send a reply to Jinrai?
Of course, sir. When you're ready.
Jinrai, it's Dr. Angus again. I apologize, you're not a motherfucker. In fact, you're a top bloke. Sincerely, Dr. Angus.
Jinrai, it's Dr. Angus again. I'm sorry, you are not a motherfucker. I take that back. Sincerely, Dr. Angus.
I'll just send him back a shaka emoji.
Alright, and you continue walking away. It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while. And as you make a perception check as you're walking down the road.
Me?
Yep.
Let's see if I can do it.
You get a funny sensation, like something just, I don't know, something's different. Can't quite put your finger on it, but something's different. And, you know, it's not that you feel unsafe, just something's off. And you're sort of like walking down, you're sort of like spinning your laxer.
The spider sense is tingling.
Yeah, and as you sort of like step around the corner, you look up and you see the top couple of floors of the apartment complex just ablaze. And this massive towering inferno as you're sort of like about to like spoon another and that's where we'll leave it there.
Damn.
Cool, like he's added more shrimp or something.
Alright, whisper us a cheeky vote while they're doing that. Thanks for watching as always. Check out our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever's. They're all there. Give us feedback. Desperate for feedback. Nobody ever gives us feedback.
I don't want feedback. I'm fine.
Not reverse feedback.
Strictly positive feedback.
I want to give you feedback.
Like advice.
Hey?
Yeah. I've got feedback for everyone. Watch our videos.
We could leave it advice for our listeners
Yes.
instead of getting feedback from them.
Shitty drum roll, please.
Boom.
Perfect.
Boom.
Perfect.
Boom.
This week's vote for most valuable spunkster, awarding a spunkspiration point to do what they will, is version.
Yay!
And Angus.
Hey!
It's a tie. 2 and 2 with a 1 for Jin. Jin got 1 vote.
Hey, second, first place loser.
Hey,
So
that means you got a
Version and
vote.
Angus both get a Spunkspiration. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. Tell your friends. No, I'm serious. Tell your friends. Tell anybody. I don't care if it's like a random on a bus stop. Just say, hey, have you watched that show? It's great to see 6 dickheads being dickheads. Get
Shout
on
at
it.
your grandma.
Yeah, shout at your grandma. Just say, Nan, get on it. It's a bit weird
Got
now
a
that I
few.
said that out loud. Anyway, enjoy, have fun, be well, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good time,
Peace
guys.
out.
Bye. Thank you.
That it?
Yep.